Hey everybody, what's going on? Action Figure Junkie here again with another custom G.I. Joe action figure I have created or absconded from the original source material, as it were. This is a representation of a Marauder Task Force, primarily pieces of Marauder Task Force. This is inspired by the original 1986 version of Lowlight, the G.I. Joe Sniper. Now what I have done is taken the head and goggles off of an original Lowlight 25th anniversary, not the original 1986 version, one of the pop-off heads. There you go. One of the heads that comes off, so you can customize all kinds of great action figures. So the head is from the 25th anniversary Lowlight from G.I. Joe from Hasbro. Then everything else on this figure is put together using Marauder Task Force parts and accessories. Pistols on his back, the vest, the pockets, the gun on his side. He's got a lot of pistols just because I thought he might needed to be really well suited for close combat if it ever came down, because a lot of the guns that Lowlight is known for carrying are for long distance. He is the ultimate sniper of the G.I. Joe team. But in case he was ever having to throw down with Cobra up close and personal, I figured he might need some seriously good pistols on him. So I've done some dry brush painting on him to give him kind of more of a weathered look. I'm still kind of getting my technique down. I haven't been dry brushing for that long, obviously. But I think he needs some weather, he needs some wear. He's a G.I. Joe who's out in the field a lot, and he needs to look like it. I actually did paint the top of his vest there because the Lowlight, classic Lowlight from '86 had that great red patch, which was a bit of a cushion that he put the butt of his rifle against, so that all the recoil wouldn't dislocate his shoulder or bust up his rotator cuff by the end of a day of killing lots of cobras. So I painted the top of his shoulder red, the high gloss, because I wanted it to shine. I wanted it to look more padded, not matte. It's a creative choice. If you don't like it, well, get your own. I think it looks cool, and cornered it off with some black tape, some black electrical tape, to give it a real, to give the borders a nice thick, to distinguish them from the rest of the vest. Added a few green grenades here, similar to the original Lowlight. He had a couple of green grenades on his chest. Obviously, they weren't removable, as this ones are. As you can see, you can take them off, unless I've glued them into place. I did. I glued those ones into place because they kept coming off every time I'd pop a gun off and on. But you don't have to with Marauder Task Force. You can leave them so that you can remove them, which is cool, but I didn't really want to lose any of them and then have to buy them again. So I glued them into place where they're very secure. Now this is a 50 caliber long-range weapon, a very high-powered sniper rifle. Not the quietest of weapons. You use that, they're gonna definitely, the army's gonna, or your enemy's gonna know where you are. So you could also get some cool snipers with silencers. Lowlight seems to be a bit of a sneaky dude, so I have a few other sniper rifles. I'm going to dry brush paint this one. This is a cool looking, very military or SWAT team-esque sniper rifle I'm going to use at some point for him. So that is my custom Lowlight, inspired by the G.I. Joe Hasbro version of 1986. Great year for action figures. I should have some more from that year. Whoops, coming up. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, hit me up, actionfigurejunkie.com, actionfigure@yahoo.com, sorry. actionfigurejunkie@yahoo.com. I'll get that right at some point. Mushmouth moron that I am. All right, if you have any questions, hit me up. But I'm going to sign out saying this. Cobra!